Corn has surged plus 4.85% to $448.50. In this video we break down exactly what is driving this move and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Friday, July 10th, and this is your complete global market briefing. Markets are charging higher today, with risk appetite firmly back on. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 is trading higher by plus 0.81%, at $7,543.64. Equity markets are responding to reports that after the latest RE stock rally, investors face a reality check. Morningstar. NASDAQ 100 is up plus 1.62%, trading at $29,727. Equity markets are responding to reports that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall as semiconductors sell off, oil prices jump. Yahoo Finance. Dow Jones is trading higher by plus 0.27%, at $52,487. Investor sentiment is being shaped by the stock market faces an earnings test it may not pass. Barron's. DAX is little changed, hovering near $25,081. The move follows reports that oil is back to pre-war levels. Here's a timeline of how the market weathered a historic supply shock. Business Insider. FTSE 100 is little changed, hovering near $10,472. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Meta surged plus 4.70% to $631.48 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Zuckerberg's insane RE spending could become a windfall if Meta copies SpaceX's playbook. 24/7 Wall St. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. ExxonMobil dropped sharply minus 2.60% to $137.46. Investor sentiment is being shaped by 7 best oil stocks for 2026 and how to invest. The Motley Fool. The Pioneer acquisition has transformed the Permian position. Synergy realization is ahead of schedule. Free cash flow at current oil prices comfortably funds the dividend and buyback. The key risk is an oil price decline driven by a global growth slowdown or OPEC supply surge. Goldman Sachs climbed plus 2.56% to $1,055.97. Investor sentiment is being shaped by trading surge, helped by SpaceX IPO, seen lifting Wall St. Bank's second quarter earnings. The asset and wealth management pivot is lowering earnings volatility. Private credit exposure is a growth area but carries liquidity risk in stress. Near term, the IB deal calendar is the stock driver. Watch for any mega IPO or M&A advisory win. Samsung is up plus 2.52%, trading at $285,000. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung prepares to unveil chip earnings insights as RE demand drives record semiconductor profits. Crypto Briefing. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, the move follows reports that oil is back to pre-war levels. Here's a timeline of how the market weathered a historic supply shock. Business Insider. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. Central bank policy is at the forefront of investor minds. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain a key driver for growth and technology stocks, which are highly sensitive to discount rate assumptions. Investor sentiment is being shaped by the stock market faces an earnings test it may not pass. Barron's. Turning to commodities. Brent crude slipped to $76.17 per barrel, down 0.17% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall as semiconductors sell off, oil prices jump, Yahoo Finance. WTI crude slipped to $71.90 per barrel, down 0.25% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall as semiconductors sell off, oil prices jump, Yahoo Finance. Natural gas dipped to $2.98, down 1.06% on the session. The move follows reports that oil is back to pre-war levels. Here's a timeline of how the market weathered a historic supply shock. Business Insider. Gold slipped to $4,112.20 per troy ounce, down 0.45% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that how much gold should you buy in retirement? Or do you need it at all? Florida Today. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. From a momentum perspective, the next key resistance for corn sits around $475.41. A sustained break above that level could attract further institutional buying. The main risk to the upside scenario is a shift in macro conditions or central bank tone. This is our analytical view, always do your own research. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, gaining 0.08% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, gaining 0.1% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.82, losing 0.44% on the day. Currency markets are reacting to RE and monetary policy, European Central Bank. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Every morning, before markets open, we break down exactly what is moving and why. If you want that edge every day, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If today's analysis was useful, a like is the best way to support the channel. We genuinely appreciate every single one. We read every comment. Drop your view below. That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.